I've wined and dined on corned beef pie and never wished for lobster. My last romance, oh, he could dance, but looked like a Herman Monster. My friends think I'm a dizzy broad, I always get it wrong. Whenever I'm afraid or nervous, I burst into song. I laugh through life, it's all fun through my eyes. Even when my souffles fail to rise. Hello everybody, nice to see you all. Thanks for tuning in on this wonderful Wednesday morning. It's a bit chilly actually in Hartlepool. Have you had a good week? You had a sparkly week? Anything happened? Anything exciting? Did you see the wedding? Wow, wasn't that wedding gorgeous? Didn't she look beautiful, Megan? Gina, I was just thinking, a year ago, I'd have loved to have done Megan's cards. I wonder what was in her cards. I would probably think she would have got the Two of Cups, which is the soulmate card. She'd have probably got the Ten of Cups, which is the marriage card, the commitment card. She'll have probably got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a massive change in your life and it's all about destiny. She'd have probably got the World, which is one of the best cards in the pack. She'd have probably got the Nine of Cups. Oh my God, I would have loved to have done her cards. So, once again, I've had a lot of letters this week, so I'm going to read. This is my little box. You like my little box? Right. I'm going to read some letters out this week. Okay. Here goes. Dear Gina, could you involve some guided meditation in your blog? Absolutely. I think I will do some guided meditation, Sandra, next week. So, yes, I'll do that next week. Okay. Dear Gina, what are the difference between angels and spirit guides? Absolutely love your blog, very uplifting and very informative. Love your energy, please keep them coming. Thank you, Jane. Right, the difference between spirit guides and guardian angels. Right. Now, angels, I must admit, before I tell you about this is only my opinion, remember. You know, I should put a disclaimer in this. I'm not, this isn't written in stone, but I've studied this for a long, long time. I've studied this all over the world. I've studied spirituality, all about angels. I've studied this all over the world. So I kind of think I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't, but you know. So, anyway. Angels are direct from God. So angels have never been earthbound. So you know when people say, oh, have I got a guardian angel? I would probably say no. Angels just help everybody universally. So you know sometimes you hear when there's a car crash and this person like came from nowhere and helped to try and pull somebody out. You know, you heard these stories for years. Well, that would be a guardian angel. Now, as I say, they're direct from God. They've never been earthbound. Now, your spirit guide would have to be earthbound because what happens, you see, the minute you were born, you were assigned a spirit guide. Now, that spirit guide will be with you till you pass, basically. They'll be with you all your life. Now, your spirit guide would have to have been earthbound at some point in their life because they have to know the trials and tribulations, you see, of life and the ups and downs and they're trying to guide you through life. Now, this probably wouldn't be a family member. This would probably be somebody that would be born hundreds, thousands, even maybe years before you were born. Okay. Now, your family will come in on certain occasions. If you're really sad, that's when your family will maybe pay you a visit. Like, say you're very close to your grandmother. If you're really, really sad, your grandmother will probably be around to comfort you. If you're really happy, because spirit like to share in your happiness. So if you're really happy, you're getting married or something, or there's some great family event, well, then spirit will probably show up a little bit and make themselves known. Maybe by sending a white feather, maybe by sending a penny. They'll always... I know some of you said, did she say spending a penny? No, sending a penny. So spirits always like to kind of turn up on those happy occasions. When you're really poorly as well, when you're really in a bad place or you're poorly, spirit tend to be around you and let you know that, try and let you know that they're there. But your spirit guide is with you all the time, right? Now, recognising your spirit guide, I'll just tell you my experience, how I recognise my spirit guide. Must have been about 30 years ago, I would say, maybe 35 years ago. I wish I could say I was only a baby. Anyway, about 35 years ago, I would say that I kept seeing roses everywhere. Everywhere I looked, everywhere I turned, there'd be roses everywhere. And a really brilliant medium once said to me, I bet this is your spirit guide trying to let you know that she or he is around you. So I said, Is your name Rose? Is that why I'm seeing roses everywhere? Well, your spirit guide will always talk to you in a 3. So that particular day, I seen 3 roses that day. I got a bouquet of roses on the morning. I can remember getting an old book and opening this book on the same day, and there was a pressed rose inside. And then I was somewhere in a supermarket or something, and I heard the name Rose shouting really loud, Rose! And I thought, wow, that is my spirit guide. Now, I seen it in a meditation a few years ago. I never even thought about what she may look like, but she's a black lady and she looks a little bit like Oprah. She's fantastic. I would say she's a cross between Oprah and Mammy, who was in Gone with the Wind, you know, the maid who was in Gone with the Wind. Larger than life character. I think she's probably from New Orleans, singer, I think. And of course, New Orleans is a bit spooky, isn't it? You tend to get a lot of tarot card readers in New Orleans. So that would be apt probably to, for her to be my spirit guide. Now, when she's around, I see roses everywhere. Everywhere I look, there's roses, So, when you meet somebody and you get a bad feeling about that person, even if everybody else likes that person, you get that knot in your stomach and you think, I don't know why, but I don't like that person. That would be your spirit guide giving you a little bit of like a niggle in your stomach, Your spirit guide, they'll never force you to do anything. They can't force you to do anything, but they'll try and help you. They'll try and guide you through life. I'll just give you an example of how your spirit guide would work. Say if you were at the traffic lights, right? And normally you always go right. On this route to work, you would go right. For some reason, in your mind, you're feeling left, I need to go left, I need to go left, and you don't know why, you just need to go left. Now, let's say you go left, right, and you take notice of this feeling that you have. If you would have gone right, there was a big crash up there, and you might have been part of that crash, right? Now, you still might have gone right, and you'll have been part of that crash. So your spirit guide can't force you to do anything, but he or she will give you little signs, So what your spirit guide was trying to do there is steer you away from that crash, but you might not have listened to them, I think my spirit guide must have been having a cup of coffee the night I had my car crash. Or maybe I did get a feeling, but I totally ignored them, So that's how spirit guides work. So everybody has a spirit guide. Everybody does, right? Try and recognise, try and ask them to show you their name, and they usually do. So when you go to bed tonight, just have a little moment and just say, please, can you show me your name? And they'll show you 3 times. When you are ready to receive your spirit guide, they will show you who they are. They might show you in a dream, they might show you in a meditation, but you will receive. And when you are ready, you will receive messages from your spirit guide. Mark my words. I've had so many experiences with this over the years. So, anyway, so there you go. So, let's pick 2 cards of the week. Let's have a look. Right, we've got the Queen of Wands. I think this is the first time I've actually picked out a character. The Queen of Wands. Now, I don't have a song for the characters. Queens are always... There's 4 queens in the pack. We've got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of the Wands, predominantly she would be a fire sign. So predominantly she'd be a Leo, she'd be an Aries, or she'd be a Sagittarius. Not always do they match the fire signs, the star signs, but predominantly she would be that. Now, I would be, I'm a Leo, so I would be the Queen of Wands probably. Now, the Queen of Wands personality, she would be dynamic. She would be a warm person. She would like other people. She'd be quite confident. She'd be, she wouldn't be a mouse, this lady. She wouldn't be a little mouse in the corner, She would be full of fun. As I say, quite a warm person. If I was describing it as a character, I would say somebody like Kim Cattrall, who played Samantha in Sex and the City. I'm not exactly like her. I'm not a little slapper like Kim was. Only that was her character in Sex and the City. Or she'd be somebody like Mae West, quite sexy, the Queen of Wands, quite a little bit of a show-off occasionally. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Likes the stage. What are you trying to say? So there's the Queen of Wands. Okay. As I say, I don't have a song for the characters, so let's do the next one. look. Dee, 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 dee. The Magician. Okay. The Magician is one of the major arcana cards. Now, this is a really good card to get. So, this is all about taking the skills that you have got and manifesting, taking the power of the universe to manifest these skills, right? So, I'll ad-lib this, I hope you know. So, occasionally I get my words wrong. So it's taken the power of the universe to manifest what skills you already have. So for instance, when this comes up, it could mean an interview, it could mean showing your skills to the right people. You're a very talented person when you get this card. Usually in an interview, if you're going for a job and you get the Magician, I would say that you're going to get the job 100%. It's a wonderful card, the Magician. This is Hermes. I know these are my Greek cards, these are my Greek god cards, the Mythic Tarot. This is Hermes, and he's got his wand, he's got his pentacle, he's got his cup, he's got his sword, and he's shown them, you know. So, yes, you will get this job if you're going for an interview. Wonderful card, all about skill and, as I say, manifesting the magic of the universe to make things happen. And it will happen. Make it happen. So the song would be... One dream, one goal, one... I don't know the words of this song. One golden chance to what might be. It's a kind of magic. Do you know, I think I know these songs to the words and I don't. So, It's a Kind of Magic by Queen. Two great cards, right. Oh, I just want to say about my jokes, right. I've had a lot of people writing in with jokes and it has to pass the mother test, right. So, I pass them on to my mother and I say, what do you think? Now, if my mother doesn't laugh, they're not getting told, right? So, sorry, Gary Glegon. Betty didn't laugh at your joke that you said. I did, but my mother didn't. So, sorry. It's just, you know, Betty is the yardstick of the jokes. So, this couple were trying for a baby, right? And nothing was happening, so they said, come on, let's go to the doctors and see what's happening, you know. I think we need to get tested. So we go to get tested. And the doctor sat in front of them and he says to the man, right, I'm going to test your situation first. So there's a jar. Do I need a prop for this? I haven't got a jar, never mind. There's a jar. He said, go home, put a sample in that and come back in a week. So a week later... They sat in front of the doctor and put the jar on the table. And the doctor said, well, the jar's empty. And the fella said, well. He said, I tried with my right hand, no luck. He said, I tried with my left hand, no luck. He said, my wife had a go. He said, even my mother-in-law had a go, but we still couldn't get the flipping lid off. See, you thought it was going to be rude, didn't you? And it wasn't. Okay, well, listen, folks, have a lovely week. Have a sparkly week full of excitement, full of laughter, healing. See you next time. Bye for now. Mwah!